A locked door! My greatest nemesis! This is Prince of Somnia, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon FireRed! I'm doing a bit of a batch recording right now. This is being recorded immediately after the last episode because, well, not much got done. I mean, all we did was get here to Cinnabar Island, and that's kind of a crap return to recording more frequently, isn't it? Yeah, kind of. Anyway, let's go exploring. Good old-fashioned combat and exploration. What more could you ask for? Better balls. That's what you could ask for. Maybe not bigger balls, but better. If bigger is better bigger? I don't know. Anyway, they got standard stuff. They're selling max repels here. They're totally not worth it. Like, they only give you 50 more steps than a super repel, and they cost way more. Someone did the math, and it's just more cost efficient to do super repels. Not that it really matters. I mean, overall, I don't think you're saving all that much cash anyway. And, well, I don't have a shortage of cash at all. I'd have even more if I had the, amulet coin, but no, I don't have that. Oh, yeah, sure. Of course! Why not? Why not leave the key to the gym inside a broken-down mansion on a volcanic island? What could possibly go wrong? Ha ha! Whatever. Anyway, remember last episode when I got that amber that I should have gotten several episodes ago but didn't? And I talked to those people and they said that there was a lab that was studying Pokemon fossils. Well, this is that lab. Dr. Fuji? What the? I think that is the same Fuji as Mr. Fuji back in Lavender Town. I actually kind of like the little backstory they did for Mr. Fuji in Pokemon Origins. That was pretty cool. Raichu for an Electrode? And why would I do that? I could catch both of those. Seriously, why would you do that? Eh. Well, at least Electrode's the fastest Pokemon in the generation. Well, the fastest Pokemon that you can catch in the main storyline. Well, the fastest Pokemon you can catch straight up. I think you have to, like, hack to get the actual fastest. Whatever. No, again, I could catch both of those. I think I did catch both of those. Did these signs say anything? What did that other sign say? Meeting room. Oh, okay. This is the R&D room. What do you gotta say? Ooh, metronome. No, I'm not gonna use it. Metronome basically picks a random move, and literally any move, and uses it. Which is kind of weird. Oh. You're gonna explore the cavern near Cerulean? Why would you do that? You have so much to live for! Seriously, that cave is hard! The strongest Pokemon in the game live in there. I think you're off by, like, 5. Yeah! Well, at least in current generation. Who knows, maybe Sun and Moon will add more. I hope they do. I like the evolutions. Most of them. The ones that actually match the evolution's art style. No. No thank you. I'll talk about Seal and Ponyta when they become relevant. Not yet. They will soon, though. Actually. No, not yet. Anyway, let's talk to this guy. This guy is actually the reason why we're here. Oh, really? Well, this is where you can give your fossils over. Let's give him Lord Helix. Oh, really? Ooh, a resurrection machine. Yeah, so you give him a fossil, and he'll turn it into a Pokemon after you leave the lab and come back. So that's pretty nice. If you got Lord Helix, you will get Omanite. It's a slow, defensive rock-water type. Honestly, it's probably not as good as Kabuto, but, well, saying something like that will get you, I don't know, executed by Lord Helix's followers or something like that. Who knows? They're all crazy. Everyone's crazy. Resurrecting the Dome Fossil. Was it the Dome Fossil? I think it was a Dome Fossil. Yeah, resurrecting that one will give you Kabuto, which will become a fast, physical attacker. It's also a water rock type. Both of those Pokemon are actually pretty, well, okay, Kabuto more so is a pretty good Pokemon. Omanite maybe not so much, but I did use one as a kid, and it performed pretty well. It does make for a decent HM slave, if that's what you're going for, but, well, that's not what I'm going for. The only issue I really have is its typing, because it's extremely weak to grass, but I don't recall running into very many grass types, at least not boss enemy grass types, so maybe there's not so much to worry about right there. The real prize is giving him the old Amber, and this is why I'm kind of mad that I didn't show this off earlier. This will give you Aerodactyl. Pretty much, it's a really, really good Pokemon. It's a rock flying type, which is already interesting enough. It's also really powerful and pretty damn fast, too. I have used an Aerodactyl before, and it was one of the strongest members in my team. Of course, everything was the strongest member of my team as a kid, because everything was between level 70 and 100, but that's besides the point. Aerodactyl is a really good Pokemon. I like it a lot. But I'm not going to be using it because... Do I have enough space for this? No, I don't have enough space for that. I was gonna name it Pterodactyl, but I don't think there's enough space for that. Curse you, limited text, or text limitations. I can't think of any good nicknames right now. You know what? I think I'll name it later, because I'll drag this episode on too long if I don't. Anyway, even though most of the fossil Pokemon are actually pretty decent, the problem is that if I can enter the box, yeah, they start at level 5. So if you want them, you'll have to level grind them all the way up to level 40, and I don't have that kind of patience. Sorry. If you have the experience here, it'll be a lot easier on you, but to be honest, there's probably better ones out there, so yeah, whatever. Rhyhorn in particular, I think, is an okay enough replacement for either of those. Anyway, so that's pretty much everything else we can do here in Cinnabar Island, except for the Pokemon Mansion. Probably one of my favorite dungeons in the game, to be honest. It's just so interesting. Like, you go into like an abandoned mansion, and there's Pokemon and trainers crawling all over the place, and I should have put up a rappel before I walked in here. Anyway, we've got new Pokemon in here. Not Growlithe. Growlithe isn't new, but we've got other new Pokemon. We have got... let's see... we can catch Coughing and Grimer. You should be very used to fighting Coughings and Grimers by now, because you've seen them all over the place with Team Rocket's Pokemon, but, well, don't let Team Rocket's ineptitude put you off from catching either of those Pokemon. They're actually not that bad. It's just, in the hands of Team Rocket, they suck eggs. Coughing makes for a pretty decent physical tank, not to mention the fact that Poison is a very defensive type, surprisingly so, and one of its main weaknesses to ground is nullified by its own Levitate ability, which is really nice. I'm personally not that big a fan of Coughing, because I'm not that big a fan of tanking at all. I've got a good nickname for you. Naming it after my dog. Here we go. Anyway, as for... I've actually used the Coughing before, but not in this generation. I used it in Generation 5, and Well, I didn't really enjoy it because I really don't like tanking, but that's just me. If you like tanking, it's not that bad of a choice. I believe the Grimer family is a little bit more offensively oriented. You can also learn Acid Armor, which is an incredible defensive move, as you saw in that fight against Koga, but, well, I'm not going to use one. I don't think I've ever used one. Maybe I should, though. I don't think it's a terrible Pokemon, it's just, I can't recall it being that great either. One of these days I'll give it a try. I do like trying out different Pokemon when I go through playthroughs. That's part of the reason why I've played through X and Y so many times, is because there's so many Pokemon in the Kalos dex, and the game is just so piss easy. I can pretty much pick and choose any Pokemon I want, and, like, go around on a journey with them. I was actually, not recently, but a decent while ago, I was actually playing through X and Y using an all-Dragon-type team. It was pretty fun. I was also playing it in Japanese, which was kind of difficult, but, well, it's Japanese. Japanese is hard. Maybe not as conjugation heavy as Spanish, but still pretty hard. Anyway, let's have Ness go through these. Come along pretty far. I'm kind of happy about that. I mean, yeah, it's taken us a buttload of time to get here. That's mostly my fault, but, well, we still come along pretty good ways. Especially considering this is like, what, early 20s in episodes? Something like that. I'm hoping to get through this dungeon today, but, well, it might be a little close. I did spend a lot of time flapping my gums earlier. Who wouldn't? I just love that. I don't know why. I guess it's just one of those things from my childhood that I remember. One thing I can say is that this has been a very nice nostalgia trip. But, I mean, I'm a Let's Player. That's all we ever play is nostalgia trips and stuff like that. Oh, maybe not. I don't know, I guess if you play a lot more newer games, then you wouldn't be really nostalgia tripping, but, well, I don't have the means to record much newer games, so, oh, nuts. I guess we can't go that way. If I recall correctly, we can later, and I think we need to switch the switches now? I forget. As long as we switch them, yeah, I'm gonna switch them now. You wouldn't. I don't know why that makes me laugh. It just does. It always has. Anyway, nope. No. I think that guy's a burglar and not a Pokemaniac. Yeah, okay, maybe I will show him off. But before I do that, let's run out of repels again. Wow, 200 steps doesn't really take you that far. Mew! Huh. I wonder what that is. Well, I don't really think we'll find out more about that later. South America? There's a South America in this game? Oh, that's probably right before the journal that was like, we're gonna call it Mew, because who knows why. Can't go that way. Okay, well let's see what's behind gate number 1. I'll show off the burglar class later. There's another one deeper in the dungeon, so don't worry about that. Let's just see what's behind door number 1. The only door. You know, one thing I really like about the newer generations is that they have that pop-up box that was like, do you want to apply a new repel after your old one wears off? And it's like, yeah, you can just do that right then. I don't know. Well, I guess I know why they didn't do that now. It's because they didn't think about that until now. But, like, still, it's so much easier and less annoying to have to dig through your backpack for more repels. When I was your age, We didn't have any of those fancy smancy messages. You wanted to reapply a repel? You had to get up off your ass, open your bag, and spray it. And we liked it! Oh, I'm kidding. I'm not that much older than most of you, I don't think. I'm not that old at all. I just like making that joke because it sounds funny. Ha ha, you can't paralyze me, I've got limber. If only electric types were completely immune to paralysis like they are in Generation 6. And probably beyond, but no. You know, no matter how sad you might feel, at least you don't feel nearly as sad as a Generation 6 Stunfisk with limber. I can't believe they made such a bad oversight with that. It's almost as bad as having the ability to run away in any of the GameCube Pokemon games. I think the only time in those games you actually can run away is the only time you actually don't want to run away. It's kind of sad and ironic. Oh well. Let's see, can we do anything down this way? We can get an item. An HP up. Well, this part's a little tricky. We gotta drop down somewhere. Well, ordinarily I'd probably drop a save state right now, but I don't feel like doing that, so let's just head down here! Did I land in the right place? This isn't the right place. Nope! Well, it's back up there I go. Yeah, I'm always terrible with knowing where to fall, but... well, I'm also not using a guide. I'm using my own childhood memories to do this. Maybe I should have taken better notes, but whatever. It's the exact same thing I said about classes this semester, but, well, that's something else. Let's go down here. Haha! Gotcha! Did I show off what was upstairs over there? Oh, I'll show it off later. Ooh! Shoot. Fair enough. Oh, I was just, sorry about that. I was just thinking, maybe not having, the water type out front would be a nice idea because, well, let's just say we're going to be getting a lot of experience for water types pretty soon. Oh, nuts. I'll come back for that later. Don't leave through that door. That will take you to the exit somehow, and you'll have to go all the way through the dungeon again. Don't do it. I've done it before, and it was not pleasant. Let's use a repel right now. We're in the basement now. You can tell because the flooring is different. Uh-oh. Well, if I recall correctly, yes, this guy is a burglar. I was talking about this earlier. For some bizarre reason, burglars have growlits, even though, in the anime at least, growlits were like police dogs, weren't they? Maybe he caught it in here. What's a burglar doing in an abandoned mansion anyway? You would think they'd rather be in, like, I don't know, some place where people actually live and get money. Oh! You know, I just thought of something. Someone in the last episode said that the gym leader's old friend used to live in here, right? I wonder if that had anything to do with Dr. Fuji or Mr. Fuji or whatever. Because, I mean, a lot of times, I think in, like, the manga, they were friends too, weren't they? I don't remember. A lot of the lore and the canon for this region, I kind of Ignore. Mewtwo, huh? What happened to It's Beyond Even Us? And it was probably just Pokemon Origins. Let's see over here. Full Restore. It heals all your health and cures all status ailments. It's really, really, really useful. I'd save that for emergencies. Oh! Right. Yeah, that's just the area I was at before. Ah, nuts. I fell for it again! Thank God they get rid of that stupid trap where the screen pans up to get you caught by a trainer. And over here we get TM14 Blizzard. I believe that's the most powerful Ice-type move in the game. It has like 120 power. Not so great on the accuracy though, so I think I'll stick to Ice Beam. It's just much more reliable. Anyway, let's flip this switch. I think you can buy Blizzard TMs at the Celadon department store, so don't worry too much about holding on to it. And over here, we got a secret key. It's like a secret passage, but not as good. And TM22 Solar Beam. It's got 120 power and I believe 100 accuracy, but it takes 2 turns to use, so that's not so great. Unless you have Sunny Day out. If it's strong sunlight out, you can use Solar Beam instantly. You don't need to charge up for it or anything, which is pretty nice, I guess. Oh, now we have to use that secret exit. Don't have a choice this time. But I suppose that's the reason why it's there. It's like Skyrim, you know? You got that secret backdoor entrance that you can't use until you've cleared the actual dungeon. For some reason? I don't know why. Anyway, for some inexplicable reason, leaving through there takes you out the front door, even though that makes 0 sense. Whatever. We'll just roll with it. Anyway, now that you have the secret key, you can enter the No, the Cinnabar Island gym is not a dungeon. But you can enter the gym, so now we can finally go ahead and take on Blaine. Alright, and now that we're all healed up, yeah, now we can finally head up here and take on the 7th gym leader, or the 7th gym, in the next episode of Let's Play Pokemon FireRed. See you guys then.